Hey, good morning everybody. It's Mike. Thanks for jumping on with me this morning. You know, one of the things that so many people get so sick of hearing me talk about is this. Hey, great agents thrive in all markets. They thrive because they adapt and they change to the market conditions in which they find themselves. Hey, 34 years in Atlanta real estate, I've seen a whole bunch of different market conditions. Sure, today's. I've also seen the market of '08. I've seen recessions and booms multiple times. Here's the only thing that I know is true. It's going to change. Now, whatever's going on today will change, and we'll look back on today and say, wow, that was weird. Right? Hey, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, you couldn't give a listing away. The prices were going down every week. You could never catch up with the prices declining, right? Listings, who wants a listing? Buyers, that was what was valuable. Well, fast forward to today and see it's just completely flipped around. Folks, the only thing that's certain is that it's going to change. Here's the trick. Will we, you and I, will we adapt and change with it, or are we going to stand around and bitch and moan and complain? Well, great agents just go, okay, so this is the climate today. Then what actions do I need to take to adapt and change with it? Great agents do that. So what are like the challenges for today? I just jotted down 6 of them. I want to talk about them each morning this week, and I want to offer you a way of adapting and changing to today's market. So some of the 6 I wrote down today. There could be more. If you have other challenges going on right now, send me a little message, tell me about it. I'll expand my list. But what I've written down, multiple offers, yeah, sure. I mean, we all get it by now, right? A lack of available inventory, yeah, sure. Competing against cash offers, yeah, that's more intense than what we've seen it in the past. People who won't list their home because they're concerned that they won't be able to find the next house. I lived through that myself. Number 5, you know what, the Chicken Littles of this world. I'm going to wait for the market to crash. Well, what makes you think the market's going to crash? Oh, I know. I read, I research things. Oh, this is going to crash. Well, if you keep saying that long enough, you'll probably be right eventually. Number 6, the market's so strong, Mike, I don't need to list my house. I'll just sell it myself. Okay. Those are 6 of the today's challenges that occur to me. So each day this week, I'm going to try to tackle 2 of them. Okay, we're not going to handle all 6 today, but the first one I want to handle today is buyers. Okay, and this buyer's perception that there's nothing out there to buy, there's no houses for sale, there's such a lack of inventory that it feels like there's nothing for sale. So I'll just wait until this changes. Well, the first thing I want to say to that is, number 1, that's just not true. That's not true. You're misinterpreting the market conditions today. And those real estate agents who are listening to me right now that feel that way, you know that's not actually true. What is true is that inventory creation is still there. It's down a tick, but it's not down huge. Listings are out there. Here's what is true. Average time on the market has been cut by more than 50%. So the inventory that does come to the market is selling quicker than it ever has before. That's true. Give you an example. My wife and I are just toying. You know how we're in the research phase of maybe making a move. But we don't want to put our house up for sale until we find the next house, right? And I take a look because I'm a real estate agent, right? So I go on to FMLS and I look around and I come away with the conclusion, there's nothing out there we want to look for. So I just kind of put it all on the back burner and say, yeah, you know what, there's just not anything out that's for sale that makes me want to move. So we'll just get comfortable with where we are for a while. You know, Mike, talking to myself, that's not actually true. So the other night, just as coincidence, I said, let's just do another search and see. Oh yeah, 2 houses for sale. I show them to my wife and she's like, oh, we would move for those 2, right? But I thought, Mike, I thought you said there was nothing for sale. Well, that's not actually true. There are homes coming for sale. What is true is nice homes priced appropriately probably won't last very long. So if I am interested in moving, what might I do to get positioned to take advantage of the home that we saw that we do want to move for? Well, I need to get my ducks in a row, don't I? And if I only had a really good real estate agent to consult and advise me to get my ducks in a row. The second part of that answer for buyers that just feel like there's nothing out there, so they're just going to wait, is, well, why don't you tell me what you would like to find? Well, let's just sit down and chat. Yeah, let's grab a cup of coffee. Just if there was an ideal house out there that would make you want to buy, what would it look like? What would it have? Let's just dream a little bit. Tell me. And after you do, I'm going to go find it. I'm going to go to work because I adapt and change to the marketplace in which I find myself. So yeah, sure, it would be nice and convenient if I just did a search on FMLS and it just popped right up and we ran over and looked at it. Sure, that would be nice, but I'm a great agent. I adapt and change. If you tell me you would ideally want to live in this neighborhood, I'm going to call through that neighborhood. If you work here at my company, we give you a resource for all those contact names and number. If you don't, go to your brokerage today and ask them to provide you that resource. Yeah, I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. Okay, I'm not going to get sidetracked today. I'm going to dial through that neighborhood. Hey, it's Mike over at Century 21. Just a quick call to see if you've thought about making a move this year. Hey, I have a home buyer who's particularly interested in your neighborhood. If you were to move, where would you go next? What kind of price might entice you to go ahead and sell the home now? I'm going to dial through the neighborhood. You know what else I might do? I might send out a little solicitation postcard through the neighborhood, direct mail. You know what? I might do a third thing. I might actually run a targeted Facebook ad on the general geography of where my customer wants to move. I might do that. I could do a fourth thing. I might actually, because I am calling through my sphere of influence all the time, calling through them, not sending them spammy email crap, but actually having a conversation with human beings. There's a new novel thought for you. And I might introduce it. Hey, you know, before I let you go, I have this couple and they're looking for this kind of home. You wouldn't happen to know anybody, would you, that has a home like that might be interested in moving? I could do all 4 of those things. Because it's quick, easy? No, it's not quick and easy, because I'm a great agent and I'm going to adapt and change to the marketplace in which I'm in. What kind of agent would you like working for you? My second solution today is those sellers who won't list because they're not sure they can find the next house. Here's how I might deal with that. First, I need them to understand a very basic concept. Hey, putting your house up for sale and selling your house aren't the same thing. Just because you put your house up for sale doesn't mean we're going to sell your house. We're going to test the market so you could see what you might be able to get. You get offers on your house, even if they're full price offers, you're not obligated to accept that. Putting your house up for sale and selling your house aren't necessarily the same thing. Hey, we prove that every day with expired listings, right? But to protect you, in case you were to get an offer on a house that you were reluctant to walk away from, what if we did this? What if we used my reverse contingency? Oh, my reverse contingency, well, what's that? It's a seller contingency. that during the due diligence period in the contract, the seller reserves the right to cancel the contract as well if they're unable to find a home that's satisfactory to them. If the buyer is able to get a due diligence period, why can't the seller? The only answer to that really is because it's not usual and customary. We're not used to that. It's not how we typically have done business. The buyer gets the contingency, not the seller. Hey, the world's changed and we need new strategies. So I say, no, my seller gets the same contingency that the home buyer was. If you've got a 10-day due diligence, that works for us. We get the same thing. During that 10 days, we get the right to rescind the contract. We'll give your earnest money back to you. But we're going to go out and we're going to see if there's another home out there that we like and that we can get under contract. And if there's not, we're going to be terminating this contract. Or we're going to come back to you and ask you for another 10 days. Really? Home buyers been doing that to home sellers for quite a while now, right? Hey, I'm going to also introduce to these people several other concepts. Hey, you know what? Putting your house up for sale and selling your house isn't the same thing. What if we found somebody who was willing to pay a price that was very acceptable to you and allowed you to lease back the home for up to 6 months? Would that make you feel a little bit more comfortable? Is that ideal? Of course it's not ideal, but I'm not going to let perfect be the enemy of the good. I'm looking for solutions here to people that have a problem. Isn't that what good agents do? No, it's not. It's what great agents do. Everybody else sits around and whines and complains and feels a victim to everything. You know what else I could do? Mr. Seller, let's talk about my company's Easy Sell program, where we're going to bring 11 different cash offers to the table for you to see if that's something that might be, not just one. You're not just going to call one or two of these other companies. No, we're going to bring 11. We're going to put them side by side on a spreadsheet and let you see if that's a solution. I'm also going to bring you one of these bridge financing solutions. You know, where they'll buy the next house for you for cash until you can get yours sold. What if I did this? What if I just brought all the stuff to the table for you? Because I'm your trusted advisor. I'm your go-to expert. I'm the one that brings solutions to you. Folks, you think people need you to help them find a house anymore? They don't. They don't think they do. They think they need you to bring solutions to the table for them, and if you can't, they don't need you. And this is how we go out there and make it happen for ourselves today. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to do some more solution building.